Kongsi je lah. Buka kamera semua. Haha. Saya rakam slot ni. Buka kamera tak payah lama lah. Nanti kalau dah boleh tutup kamera saya cakap. Wah, kat pergunungan Alps ada. Dekat kat mana lagi ni? Oh,
Awan ada
macam
penthouse.
Nampak pun bukan korang.
Penthouse ya. Tempat sini tu.
Nampak pun muka masing-masing. Fisha mana Fisha? Lukman tak buka. Ya, Lukman dah buka dah. K mana K? Tersebut lah. Ada. Okey. Reha. Okey, ada. Apa lagi? Fisha tak masuk lagi. Mana ni? Mana boyfriend dia ni? Aduh. Tak guna punya boyfriend. Makwa dia tak buka kamera lagi tu.
Buka. Cepat.
Syakir punya hilang lah. Okey. Right. Jom kita mula Kita mula. Saya tunjuk entire screen dulu semua dah hantar ni ke? Apa tu executive summary?
Dah.
Bagus. Okey. Sebelum kita mula, ni saya nak terangkan sikit ni kan. So, the title of your experiment today is size optical properties, meaning that the correlation between the size and optical properties, size versus optical properties correlation study. We want to study the correlation between the size and optical properties of what? Of CDSE quantum dot. What is CDSE? CDSE is semiconducting material, which you have learned in solid state physics. Prof Jo saja aku tak silap saya. So then quantum dots. What is quantum dot? I hope you have read a little bit about quantum dots using Google ke apa guys. It is actually quantum dots is a terminology that we use to define a semiconducting material which the size is smaller than its exciton Bohr radius. What is exciton Bohr radius? Another jargon. What is exciton Bohr radius? So you have learned the mechanism of electron excitation and electron recombination. So imagine that if we have an electron like this, example I hope you still understand the concept of excitation. Excitation is that, imagine that this is the electron in the ground state energy, the ground state energy level. Whenever it absorbs energy from the light sufficiently, so it could be excited to higher energy level. So whenever this electron is excited to higher energy level, it will leave a hole at the ground state. So the electron, the excited electron, it has negative charge, and the hole left inside the ground state, it has positive charge. So the pair of this excited state electron, I hope you could watch my I'm showing you something. Tengok kan saya punya screen?
Tengok Doktor.
Nampak kan? Nampak dua-dua kan? Nampak saya punya PDF dengan saya punya gambar kan? So again, the pair of this excited state electron and the hole in the ground state electron is known as exciton, or some might say exciton, whatever it is. So it is exciton, E-X-C-I-T-O-N. Both also can, no problem. Mak Saleh faham saya cakap exciton. So the distance between the excited state electron and the hole in the ground state electron, the distance, the physical distance, for example, 1 nanometer, different material, they have different distance between the excited state electron and the ground state hole. They have different. So for example, if CDSE has about 4.2 nanometer of excited state of exciton Bohr radius. If I'm not mistaken, saya pun tak hafal juga. It has 4.2 nanometer, 4.2 or 2.4. Later you will read from the laboratory manual. It's either one. I think it is 4.2. So if the exciton Bohr radius of CDSE is 4.2, meaning that any CDSE particle, if the size is smaller than 4.2 nanometer, and therefore we could call that CDSE as quantum dot. Begitu. So we want to study the size of the CDSE quantum dot, and the optical properties of the quantum dot. Why? Why do we want to study them? When for semiconducting material, whenever only semiconducting material, remember this, not insulator and not metals. Only this theory is only for semiconducting material. Whenever we reduce the size of a semiconducting material, and if the size is reaching towards, becomes smaller and smaller, reaching towards the exciton Bohr radius, the optical properties of the semiconducting material will be altered or will be modified. So that is why we want to study how the correlation of the size and optical properties will be when we reduce the size of CDSE quantum dots. So in this work, you will try to simulate. We will use realistic cluster simulation. You know, we could just go to the lab and start synthesizing quantum dots, but it will take you about more than 24 hours to do that. We don't want that. We don't want waste any time. Okay, and also we don't want to expose the risk, okay, of CDSE to you. Konon-kononnya kan. Okay. Now, we have the software for you to do the simulation. So now today, let us see the objective to simulate realistic cluster of CDSE quantum dots using density functional theory calculation. So that will be the generic name of the simulation software that you want to use. The software, the background, the basic knowledge of the calculations behind the software is the density functional theory calculations. What does it mean? So I hope you have read the theoretical part, which I have explained extensively in the laboratory manual. Bottom line is that in density functional theory calculations, we include all the parameters available inside an atom. For example, if we want to study CDSE that contains about 12 cadmium atom and 12 selenium atom, we must consider all the subatomic particles available inside that 12 CDSE. How many electrons? We must take into consideration the interaction between the electron and electron. Electron and electron, they will repel each other. So that repulsion force must be calculated, no matter what, must be calculated in the density functional theory calculation. What else do we have the interaction? We have electron and proton. Proton positive, electron is negative. So do we start to attract to each other? Every single interaction will be calculated using the DFT. How many million or billions of interaction we must calculate. But therefore, we have software to do that. In our case, we just need to key in the input. So what are the input? For your case, the input is very simple. You just need to design or model the nanoparticles that, or the quantum dot that we want to simulate using crystallographic information file, which you could download from the database that I have given to you. From the crystallography.net, you could find the basic crystal of CDSE. Then you could replicate the smallest crystal to make it one meaningful crystal. And there you go. You'll go for the first stage of the simulation, which is the energy optimization, so on and so forth. Just follow whatever the lab manual told you to do. So number two, so number one, if you already could simulate the realistic cluster models, so number two, you need to evaluate whether your model is realistic or not. Using what? Using the harmonic frequency calculation. Your objective number one, to simulate using density functional theory. Number two, after you have done the simulation, you must be able to evaluate whether your model is realistic or not. How? I have explained exactly in the methodology. You must follow one by one. Okay, number three, to calculate the energy level of conduction band, valence band, and band gap of the simulated cluster. As I mentioned before, whenever we make the nanocrystals become smaller and smaller, the optoelectronic properties will be altered. What are the optoelectronics properties? The conduction band, the valence band, and also the band gap. So I want you to study these three parameters within the simulated cluster. 3 parameters. How to calculate? Don't worry, just refer to the lab manual. You will be able to do so. And don't worry, this lab manual already proven efficient since 2014. So you just need to follow exactly what the manual say. What else? Okay, I hope you already installed Gaussian 09W, Gaussian 5.0, sorry, Gauss View 5.0. What else? These are the theoretical background. No need to memorize all this Hamiltonian, so on and so forth. Okay, it just tell you briefly what are the instructions that we need to include during whenever you hit the enter button on your laptop. So these are the calculations that the laptop is doing for you. Okay, so you don't need to mention explicitly in your lab report later about the Hamiltonian, about the wave function, so on and so forth. Just follow the laboratory manual and present the things that needed from the question inside the lab manual. Suara saya macam ni bukan marah tau. Ini apa orang kata excited. Lama tak buat lab kan. So these are the command lines that you must use later. And okay, you may ignore the volume of cluster part. Okay, if you refer to the lab manual, you have part A. Part A, you must do part A. What else? You have part B, part C, until part H. If I'm mistaken, let us see. Do we have part H? Part B, yes. Part C, D, E, F, G, yes, and H. Okay. Do not use this technique. Okay. This technique is only useful for bigger cluster that you have model. But for this case, I only ask you to try to model the simplest structure. So a very small structure, we cannot use the method H. So how are we going to estimate the size? So size estimation for your cluster later, do not use part H punya direction. Do not use this one. But instead, you must use, where is the picture of the, this one. That is a function in Gauss View 5.0 that you could measure the distance between, for example, from this atom to that atom. So that will give you the basic idea of the diameter of the cluster that you are simulating. There will be a function. So what is the function? I show you. Okay, later you will use the Gauss View 5.0. So if you have something like this, for example, and you want to measure the distance from view display format, show label. Okay, for example, this atom, if you want to measure the distance between the atom 5 and atom 3, you could just simply click this one. Okay, the modify bond icon. Nampak tak? Yang bentuk macam sama dengan ini. Nampak ni? Modify bond icon. Click that one. Click number 5 and click number 3. Voila! You will get the value over here. 1.74730 angstrom. This is not in nanometer, but it is in angstrom. So this is the method that you will use to estimate the diameter of the model cluster of CDSC. Okay, do not use the method H. This is only for bigger cluster. Small cluster or cluster equivalent to this one, CDSC berapa ni? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. CDSC 6 and below, we must use method using the direct estimation of distance, not using method H. So that is all for me. So you could start doing your simulation, and I need everybody to turn on their camera. And so yesterday I have invited you all. Nampak muka masing-masing kan? Okay, stop presenting. I have invited you all to Google Drive. Each and every one of you, you have the Google Drive specifically for your portfolio only. Do not share any Google Drive, yeah? Okay. So what you need to do is that you need, first and foremost, you need to take a picture of your workstation. okay, your laptop, your table, and upload in the Google Drive. It's just a proof that your working environment is very neat and so on and so forth. This is free marks for you actually. Make sure your table is neat, snap a picture, upload the picture, then you get free marks for the rubric for the cleanliness of the table. So what else? And every simulations that you do, take a snapshot and upload in your own folder. And in your Google Drive folder, make sure you make another folder stating that this is week 1 experiment 3. So upload everything needed in that folder specifically for which week and which experiment that you are doing. So we will keep on doing this exercise every week. It's just evidence for you. Let's say, for example, why I do this to you. Example, sometimes technical issues happen in Kalam, sheets happen. Okay, and at least you have proof that you have done something and you have uploaded all the evidence inside your Google Drive. Then I will reconsider about resubmission if suddenly your lab report is missing and all that. It's just to save you from any kind of cases. Okay, so please start doing your simulation. I will try to monitor just for a while. Maybe you will need to turn on your camera just for another 10 minutes or 15 minutes, another 15 minutes. 2:45, we will leave the Google Meet. All right? Okay. If you have any question, you could simply turn on your mic or use the chat mode in the Google Meet. Do not send messages in WhatsApp. Kita buka Google Meet. All right. Please proceed. Semua orang sudah ada. Bagus. Boleh mula. Bising. Ya.
Macam mana nak delete benda tu jadi smallest crystal
Ha. Alah. Sekejap.
Oh.
Let me present to you. Just in case lah kan. Special case tau korang. Aku bagi. Sini-sini korang lu cakap poi mampoi like kau. Okay, look at this. Asal saya present dia tak keluar? Okay. Now it's showing something. Crystallography.net. Crystallography.net. Jangan kata tak dapat masuk pula petang ni. Memang jam Wih, dia punya slow tu. Kalau aku suruh siput jalan, dia dah sampai Kuantan tu. Okay, so what you need to do is that you need to search. Okay, cadmium. What else? Selenite. This one set to 1 and 8 and click search. Okay, now you have to find the CDSE. CDSE only. Yang ni not CDSE Cari CDSE only. Find CDSE. No, next 20. Sama-sama boleh buat. Mari buat bersama saya. Apa keluar PDF. CDSE. Musibat tak keluar.
Last page, Doctor.
Last page.
Yeah.
Which page? Which page
10.
number exactly? 10. 10 is not the last page lah.
Last page untuk ni kan? Tu 310 tu.
310. Kan senang. Mana satu? So which one? We have two. Pick one. Which one is the latest? 1993 is the latest. Oh, hold on. We have another one. 1977. No. Use 1993. Always use the latest version. Click CIF. Okay, you got this. La. Okay, I bet you have reached this stage. Betul kan? Ada yang belum sampai stage ni? Semua dapat kan?
Dapat.
Dapat.
Sabar, Doctor.
Sabar. Saya sudah sabar. Lama sudah sabar. Riha. Siapa ni? Satu lagi siapa ni? Suga. Saya gitu ada meeting tau dengan EdTech Taiping. Nanti kita ni nanti kita sembang-sembang. Dah belum? Klik edit and klik PBC. What is PBC? Okay, enable space group. Alright. And replicate. This is 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1 and combine. And click OK. Dapat macam ni kan? So what is your question, K? Okay.
Kan yang step yang mana ke dah benda tu. Yang kat part A nombor 11 tu yang nak build smaller picture structure tu.
No, part A, number 11. Number 11. Number 11. Lala. This one. No. Ni Okay, what is your question?
Macam mana nak start delete unwanted item?
Faris. Mana Faris?
Ya.
Tak? Faris, kau nampak tak gambar apa ni? Nampak tak gambar apa ni? Gambar gitar.
Gitar.
Gitar current kan? For information, this picture is not an electric guitar. It's just a symbol of X. X and somebody is pointing something, is poking through the X symbol. X means delete. So find the delete icon. Okay. Which one is delete icon? Ni gitar karan ni. Nampak ni? Bukan ni. This one. Delete atom. Nampak ke? Saya tak boleh besarkan icon ni. Ni atas ni.
Nampak.
Click that one. Click that one and start deleting. Which one you want to delete? Katakan yang ni kan. Tekan. Nampak? It's deleting. Make sure you delete. Okay, correctly. Start delete. Katakan ni contoh. Delete lagi. Yang putih-putih ni pun yang macam lidi dia kan. Delete juga contohnya. Okay? Clear ke?
Dan delete je lah apa-apa yang ada kat situ tu pun.
But you already been given this smaller CDSC nanocrystal. So what you need to do is that you need to delete all unnecessary atom such that you will produce this picture. It is a perfect hexagonal structure. CDSE. So you are simulating 3 CDSE. CDSE 3. Cadmium 3 and 3 selenium. So make sure ingat dengar keyword saya tadi perfect hexagonal from the top. From the top view, you must make sure that your simulated cluster will be in the shape of perfect hexagonal before you run the simulation. So after you have run the simulation, of course, distortion will be expected. Soalan, Syakir.
So maksudnya dia nak dalam 2D tu lah, tak nak lah yang belakang-belakang.
Tak nak. Ini the smallest CDSC structure. I think I asked you to simulate only one cluster code. Saya rasa lah. Ke 2 clusters. Tak apa, ikut je lab manual ni. Kalau dia suruh buat 2 cluster, buatlah mula CDSC 3. Kalau ada lagi, buatlah CDSC 6. Tapi seingat saya suruh buat CDSC 3 saja kod. Tak apa, buat je. Okay, start doing. Saya ni tak berapa sihat sebenarnya tau. Sebab itu saya kat rumah. Saya seram sejuk lah.
Ya ke doktor?
Ya, saya kat rumah. Saya seram sejuk. Berpeluh-peluh ni. Tak sesama, tak batuk tapi rasa macam nak demam. Doing. Okay, do something. Cepat buat. Udang, kau buat apa tu udang? Kau termenung ingat part work ke apa? Buat, udah buat. Okay. Remember upload all of your evidences. 242 dah. Lagi 3-4 minit je. Kita on Google Meet ni. Lepas ni kita log out dan boleh fokus kat laptop masing-masing. Tak ada. Okay, tak ada pula. Deadline untuk upload bukti-bukti ini. Sebab simulation ni dia depends on the speed of your laptop. Sometimes you have you have hit the button, the run button. Sometimes if tengok rezeki lah. Sometimes it will converge easily within 5 minutes. Sometimes it will take about 2 or 3 hours. So evidence, the deadline of the evidences should be tomorrow lah kot. I'm not expecting you to upload everything within these 3 hours. Okay. So simulation ni mungkin kamu tekan run, dia 3-4-5 jam baru dia siap. Dan kamu bolehlah pergi duduk mana-mana. Tak payahlah tunggu sampai 3-4-5 jam depan laptop. Okay. So the deadline of the evidences tomorrow. What time? 12 midnight. saya nak panggil nama seorang-seorang biar nampak dia punya video kan. Bukti pembelajaran telah dijalankan. Why I cannot click all? Ahmad Lukman. Okay, sudah ada. Lukman bersuara sikit. Saya hadir. Hilang. Dia senyum je guys. Dia senyum je. Okay. Thank you. Akmal Sajidah, ada tak? Akmal Sajidah.
Ada doktor.
Mana kamera?
Dah buka.
Tak ada nampak. Ada pun. Okey, lulus. Bagus. Arif Fadila.
Ada doktor.
Kamera, mana kamera? Pemalu sangat. Okay, good. Okay. Arwin kita nampak dah tadi. Mana hilang? Arwin?
Ya doktor.
Okay. Good. Atira? Lama tak nampak muka Atira. Itu muka Yong. Mana Atira? Kamera tak okey ke Atira? Ada pun. Bagus. Alright. Join tak KPMG nak buat program 1 April nanti? Diorang duk sebut-sebut nama kau sampai sekarang tau. Sebab tak dapat nak buat SIP tahun lepas kan? Ya, antara nama Atira Sengkaneng.
Saya tahu doktor.
Daripada tahun lepas KPMG asyik sebut-sebut je nama. Kalau meeting ni dia mesti sebut-sebut je. Macam mana student korang yang Atira tu? Sebab tak dapat nak teruskan ACIP kan tahun lepas, betul tak? 1 April tahun ni Dr. Hafiz buat lagi untuk KPMG. Kalau nak join silakanlah. Alright, Atira settle. Farah Nurashikin. Farah Nurashikin. Mana dia pergi? Tadi nampak rasanya muka dia kan? Ada dah tadi.
Tak. Itu dah lambat.
Okay. ada kata. Okay. Alright. Okay. Harizah.
Saya.
Okay. Background lawa, kain batik lagi.
Doktor, tanya doktor.
Okay, apa dia?
Doktor, kenapa masa saya tekan download CIF tu 1993 tu kita keluar yang figure 6 tu?
Tak keluar figure 6? Kita tengok
yang
figure 6 tu apa? Figure 6.
Pop-up will be shown on clicking CIF button.
Ni, tak keluar? Yang ni saya
Mana tak nampak pun.
saya tak share screen, memang tak nampak. Bengong. Sekejap. Hak ni tak nampak
Satis aku pun tak keluar benda tu.
Tapi kalau klik, dia masuk dekat Gauss view tak?
Masuk.
Maksudnya dia ada keluar kat sini lah. Yang skrin biru ni semua ada lah.
Ya.
Kalau masuk tak ada masalah lah. Maksudnya kamu punya laptop tu versi advance. Tak payah klik-klik benda, sebut-sebut benda remeh-remeh ni. Dia terus keluar.
Dekat tu. Nanti dah buka yang biru-biru tu tadi tu. Nanti boleh save dekat situ.
Save kat situ. Save semula Alright. Siapa lagi yang saya tak nampak muka tadi Stop presenting. Mashi mana Mashi?
Ya, saya doktor. Ya.
Boleh buka kamera ke tak? Boleh. Okey. Anak sihat?
Boleh.
Okey, alhamdulillah. Okey. Bagus. Lama tak jumpa. Nantilah jumpa minggu depan. Okey. Kero. Mana Kero?
Doktor.
Ada. Okey. Alright. NFN Fatihah. NFN Fatihah ni siapa Aku panggil Fatihah tapi asal muka dia lain. NFN Fatihah. NFN ni mesti nama power. NFN Fatihah. Bukti kehadiran. Bukti kehadiran je ni. Sambil-sambil buat korang. NFN Fatihah. Ah,
Saya doktor.
kamera tak okey ke? Ada pun. Yelah, betul lah Fatihah yang ni. Tapi ni Fatihah mana? Betul lah. Alright, betul. Lain gambar DP. Saya pakai gincu kan? Okey. Yong.
Ya,
Boleh
saya.
sambung ni. Ada. Okey.
Saya.
Okey, dapat dah. Hasniza hari ni kita tak ada apa-apa Hasniza Mamajan. Minggu depan je lah kita akan libatkan demonstrator. Kita akan cuba buat eksperimen face to face Hasniza. Jadi minggu ni terima kasihlah kerana join Google Meet juga. Alright. Nur Huda Fatina, mana Huda? Huda dengan Suga
Yeah.
Oh, okey. Okey, bagus. Riha.
Yes, doktor.
Okey, good. Ada Saiful Kamaluddin, saya. Suga pun dah ada. Hani Fatih. Apa ni? Hani.
Saya doktor.
Okey, ada. Alright. Korang dekat kelas mana ni? Sekolah Kebangsaan Kuala Wow ke? Macam makmal diorang je. Okey, Nur Farahin.
Saya, doktor.
Okey, ada. Good. Fitriatus Saadah. Fit.
Ya, saya doktor, kenapa?
Okey, bagus. Dah baca dah ni? Dah baca Boruto yang baru?
Saya tak payah berutur, doktor.
Oh, ya ke? Okey, sorry. Najah. Oh, Najah Aisyah. Asal aku tak cam Najah ni? Oh, okey, ni Najah. Dia gelak-gelak tak buka mikrofon pun. Mikrofon rosak lah tu. Tak apalah. Nurul Syakilah. Ya, nampak pun Nurul
Saya
Syakilah.
doktor.
Ya. Apa salah aku tak familiar muka kau Syakilah. February intake ke?
Ya.
Oh, okey. Ni first time lah berkomunikasi dengan saya je. Okay, alright. Next, K, tak nak skip. Hidayati ada.
Sampai hati doktor.
Tak nak. Nanti kena jumpa doktor. Doktor Anas lagi kan susah. Nur Aisyah, SC 18021.
Saya, doktor.
Okay, good. Fisha dah ada tadi, dah buka kamera, good. Syakir pun dah ada. Faris Firdaus.
Ada ni.
Okay, good. Last kali Satish pun ada dah tadi. Okay, teruskan. Kita selesai kita punya Google Meet. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan, terus kita guna WhatsApp ya. Alright. Okay guys, terima kasih. Teruskan. Alright, jumpa lagi.
Alright, doktor.
Thank you, doktor.
Okay, recording kita bagi link Okay.
Doktor.
Yeah.